Hello everyone, Derek Stam Toys, and we are back with a little bit of an unboxing today. Not necessarily going to do a figure review out of this, but I kind of wanted to show you some of the recent pickups I got. I got some more stuff on the way too, but I figured this was a pretty big package deal, so I would kind of just show it off. Sadly, trying to get the label off of it, I kind of tore the package open a little bit, so we're not going to have to pause the video to do that. But first things first, let's try to pull one out without pulling all of them out, right? Boom. Okay, that's actually really nice in person. I'm kind of happy I picked that up. Well, yeah, instead of showing them all off one by one, because it's going to kind of be hard to make sure I get all the stuff out properly. First things first, I can't exactly remember what Elite series this is from, but this is one of the more recent Elite Big E's. I think it was like Elite 95 maybe. I'm not too sure. But honestly, really great attire. I don't see too much wrong with it. Of course, this was more of a factory error thing right here, so I can't say that's too big of an issue. And honestly, it may be a little bit loose, but honestly, that's not the worst case I've dealt with off of loose figure sellers. Now, this also does come from the same guy I bought the Drew McIntyre Elite from. So, you know, shout outs to him. He threw me a really good deal for all three of these. You probably seen this chilling in the package as I was going over the Big E. So we'll just pull him out second. And it is the Elite Burnt Fiend. Kind of excited to have this because, like, obviously I'm not the biggest fan of, like, the burnt iteration of the Fiend's character and how that whole saga kind of like went in general, but this figure is actually really dope on detail. Just the detail alone is really sick. He's actually got Ultimate Edition boots on, which is kind of neat to think about too. So he's got the extra toe articulation, which doesn't come with all the elites, but you know, having it in the, I don't know why the music just kind of buffered there, but I guess we'll have to do this without music for a few seconds. But it's got all the cool articulation and stuff like that. Ah, there we go. It comes back in to cut me off. And all the nice little detail on this Fiend is actually kind of sick. Like if it didn't look the way it did, I'd almost kind of maybe make this into like a Bray Wyatt custom and just kind of have like the weird like pattern look on the top half and stuff, because it's actually a really neat design. I don't know, I'm praising the figure a lot more than I thought I would. And of course, now getting into the last one here, we've got another Elite Bobby Lashley to add to the collection. Now, obviously, can't exactly remember what Elite series this is from, but definitely a pretty dope attire for Bobby Lashley. Getting him in person, I can see the few scuff marks that he might have been talking about. I might be able to remove those, though, on my own end, so I'm not necessarily too worried about it. The boots seem to be a tad bit loose though. Like, I don't know why he just doesn't want to. There we go. He didn't want to stand for a second there. Hopefully I won't have too much of a problem, because I would love to use this attire for the pick fed. Same thing with the Big E as well. I plan on using them for the pick fed, so overall not really the worst case. But now that we've got all the figures out, let's get all the hands out, all the belts out. We've got all the hands for Big E. Let's get them propped over to him. We've got the extra set of hands for the Burnt Fiend. And we've also got the extra set of hands for the Lashley, along with both belts for the Lashley and the one with the custom Big E side plate. So now I can finally add another variation of this kind of belt to my collection, as I have the Universal and the WWE with the Brock Lesnar plates. So this is kind of a neat have. He did say the plate was popping out on this end. I see what the issue is. That's because part of the plate broke. So it still might be fixable. Overall, not the worst. Because, I mean, after all 3 of these figures I got for around $11 a piece. So, with that price point in mind, I'm not really complaining at all, because with shipping and all that kind of stuff included, it came out to around like $33. So overall, about $11 per figure. I'd say that that's a really good deal. You don't see that for 3 modern day elites, because these are all double jointed arms, all the updated articulation and like molds and stuff like that, as obviously the shoulders became a little different for the double jointed arms and stuff of that nature. But before we just ramble on and we keep on talking too much, I don't know exactly which one I plan on reviewing first, but I do plan on reviewing these here within the next few days, or maybe even over the span of tonight. I'll probably have them all done and set to be released over the next few days. And with that in mind as well, I hope you guys enjoyed night 2 of the holiday tour, now that that is out and finally available for you guys. Let me know what y'all think about night 2. I made it a tad bit longer. Not by much, about like 5-ish minutes. And episode 3, I think, will probably be a little bit longer too, just because I have a bit more story I want to tell with night 3. But with that being said though, overall, what can I say? You can find some pretty interesting finds on the aftermarket. You just gotta look for them. And with that being said, I think we'll get out of here. If you liked the video, like the video. If you didn't, that's alright. It's just kind of a random unboxing video. I'm not gonna be reviewing any one of these figures just yet, so I understand maybe unboxings aren't your forte, but I do have plenty of action figure reviews along with some PickFed episodes if you want to give that a check out. Both of them do have playlists in my playlist section, I want to say, so feel free to give those a shot if you would like. And I don't know, overall, maybe I'll see you in the comment sections in the future and you'll be another part of the subscribers. I don't know. But you know, speaking of subscribing, it is free after all, so feel free to subscribe if you would like to, if you did enjoy the video you watched today, along with maybe some of the other videos you may check out. But with that being said though, don't really have much else to say. Feel free to follow me on Instagram for like updates on either PickFed episodes or when reviews go live, stuff like that, just in case you don't get the notifications, whether you do or don't have them turned on, because let's be honest, YouTube can be pretty shish on that. And with that being said, I think we are out of here. Have a good rest of your day, you guys, and peace out.